The new Samsung DeX is just over a year old, but what's happened to it? Let's go. Over a year ago, Samsung updated the Tab S9 series to oneui 6. And when that dropped, it brought this whole new version of Samsung DeX called New DeX. But since then, we've heard nothing. So how has it actually gotten on 1 year later? To recap quickly, New DeX is basically a halfway point between oneui and the tablet experience and classic DeX. I say halfway point very loosely because it leans more on the side of oneui than it actually does DeX. It's simplified sort of the way a desktop environment could work, but it's pretty bland. Thankfully, though, it didn't replace Samsung DeX because that would have been a disaster. So let's open it back up and look at it 1 year later. This is New DeX, but looking at it, you wouldn't really be able to tell, at least on this face value. For me, this sharing the name DeX, it's almost like an insult to DeX. DeX stands for desktop experience. And at least for me, this is more like a tablet experience. So it's like TeX. Oh God. The first thing I notice with New DeX, even after a year of usage, is this bar down here is permanently visible, the taskbar. Normally that is the thing that sort of sits as the bottom row of apps, whereas here, it sort of regresses down into a permanently docked taskbar. In normal oneui, as you can see, it's docked there like this, and then the taskbar only becomes visible when an app is opened. Normal oneui, when you open up an app, launches it in the full screen. And then the next option you have after that is to drag it into a split screen environment. Whereas New DeX, when you open an app in New DeX, it automatically launches it in a windowed format, where you can sort of drag it around and you've got a little dock at the top to sort of help you minimize, expand, or sort of activate split screen from there. And any app that you sort of open next to that sort of becomes, again, that same sort of windowed format. And it's very easy to sort of resize and reposition the app as you like it on the screen. When you're in this environment for New DeX, everything else still operates pretty much exactly the same. You still have your quick panel. You still have your expanded quick panel. All your home screens are laid out exactly as they were. There's no real difference. It's as if you're in oneui, just with a layer of sort of freeformity and sort of slight sprinkle of desktop stuff into it. The thing is, this still cannot sort of be put onto an external monitor if I wanted to. So if I plugged in something, let's say I've got this UPerfect laptop here. If I plug this in, let's turn this on. Should have prepared it a bit earlier. All right, so that's now on. I'll plug this in. All it does is mirror it. So it doesn't actually project a new screen or a different interface. It's the same, which is kind of annoying. And to switch between DeX modes, it's still excruciatingly painful. You have to go into settings. You have to go into connected devices. You have to go into Samsung DeX. You have to exit DeX first, because if you go to hit classic, exit DeX first to change this setting, which I find excruciatingly draining and unnecessary to have to go between that. Even pressing the function DeX key on the keyboard doesn't go between all three modes. It just switches between New DeX and oneui. I almost feel like Samsung have kind of designed it this way so you leave it in this DeX format at all times. So you don't actually use standard oneui, you use this. And I guess in a way, it's kind of like a hybrid between, but I really feel like this needs more to sort of carry the DeX name. And the word new in front of it doesn't really do enough because it's actually worse than classic DeX. Samsung DeX is still the king, especially when you consider that when you use classic DeX, you can expand it onto a normal display. You can go wireless with wireless DeX. And this just doesn't have those options. New DeX might have its place on tablets, but Samsung DeX has a new place in your car, turning your car into an on-the-go DeX machine. Hold on a second, this part's really good.
Julie. Oh, you're very welcome. So, well, I guess I better get going.
George. Samsung DeX is more than just a tool to use on the go when you're traveling or around your house. You can also use it in your car. For the past 3 months, I've had wireless DeX running in my car, turning it into a movable productivity machine, a drive-in movie hub, and an all-round media control center. It is so easy to set up. You simply plug this little puck device in, select DeX on your phone, and connect it wirelessly, and you're done. You can also automate the Samsung DeX process in your car. If you use Samsung's Modes and Routines app, you can actually connect to Samsung DeX wirelessly every single time you connect to your car. I'll leave the link in the description on how to set this up. Recently, on a drive to Sydney, my wife used it to watch a movie. Obviously, it's not for the driver, but for passengers, it's amazing. But this isn't just a Samsung DeX enabler. It also turns wired Android Auto into wireless. There is no extra app needed for this either. As soon as you connect it once for Android Auto, it will connect automatically wirelessly every single time. No cable necessary. Stick around to the end of the video for your chance on how to win one of these for yourself and turn your car into an on-the-go DeX machine. But what should Samsung do with this new DeX for One UI 7? Personally, I believe that this new DeX should get the One UI 7 treatment and become permanently the tablet UI that Samsung launched. It's just kind of like a really nice hybrid. And if you're using a tablet with a big screen like this, and imagine with all the One UI 7's fluidity and animations, this could be a really nice tablet experience. And then when you need something bigger, you launch Classic DeX. I mentioned the animations because the animations they have here have no place on a flagship tablet and software experience. I do think that it should gain external monitor support, the ability to have 2 different environments and extend the monitor out. So you have new DeX on here and then a different new DeX over there. I think that could sort of complete the new DeX experience because it's still, outside of that, there's very little tweaking you have to do. Like with Classic DeX, you have to create basically a whole new environment to work in. Whereas with new DeX, you still get your current environment just tweaked a little bit. If you add those things in, I think that could give new DeX a reason to exist beyond just being this halfway house. It would mean you actually get some extra functionality that sort of blends One UI and new DeX together to make sure you get a competitive use case offering. I think you need probably to bring some of the Classic DeX settings into new DeX. Still have Classic DeX, that still has its place. But I think if you want to give it the DeX name, it needs some desktop experience features. It needs the ability, I think, maybe draw on some Windows sort of features where you can create a whole new desktop with different apps open. I think that could be a really fun use case for this as well, like different home screen settings that you could have. When you think about it, I actually want that on normal DeX too. So to wrap this all up, what is actually happening with new DeX? Nothing, literally nothing. It's been a year and there's not been anything that's changed about it. But we haven't had One UI 7 update on it yet. And it definitely looks like One UI 7 could still be a while. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe when it comes out, there'll be an update and I'll keep everyone posted. So hit subscribe for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. The guys over at Mayton have been kind enough to give one of these away to one of my viewers. All you need to do is like this video, put your details, email address in the comments below, and they will reach out to one lucky viewer. Thanks for Mayton for sponsoring this video with the Auto Pro X, and get commenting.